It's Nick here from What's Good. Now, I'm not usually in front of the camera like this, but it's about time to put my mug in front of this thing, and that is because it's the Nintendo Switch 2 launch day. It's not every day you get a new console coming out. I've had a bit of time with it today. I got it this morning. I wanted to just let you know how it feels so far and how some of the software and things are feeling. So yeah, let's take a look. So the first thing I realized when I took this thing out the box, the screen on this thing is huge. I mean, this thing is massive. If I just pick this up and put it next to like my normal Switch, this thing is massive. Its screen is incredible. I mean, I think this is going to be a pro and a con situation because the screen is huge. It looks gorgeous, but the unit is quite heavier than I was expecting. And if you look at it in total, it's a big boy. That's a rather large guy. It's gonna sort of be interesting to see how this turns out, especially in terms of children and how they can function with this thing, because with a heavier weight and a bigger size, I think some kids actually might struggle to actually use this thing. That said, I got it all together, I got it out and started transferring everything from the old Switch to the new Switch, and it worked out pretty well. It sort of copied over quickly enough, although pretty much all of my games had to re-download, and I had quite a lot on my previous one, especially because I pretty much went all digital with my Switch. So I don't have that many game cards. I've actually just mostly got digital. That was a bit of a bummer. A lot of it is still downloading as it's sitting here right in front of me. But to talk a little bit about the hardware and just my impressions on it, it feels really solid. It feels premium as hell. This is kind of a little bit like I felt when I first got my PSP, for example, where you think, wow, I've really gotten something quite special. It feels that way, but like I said, comes with its pros and cons. But the whole matte finish and the black and everything looks really sweet. And I also think that I never quite liked the original Switch and the fact that it looked like Nintendo just sort of jammed some Joy-Cons onto the side of some random tablet that they found. This thing feels more like one unit in a way that's really nice. And everything feels good. I mean, they still haven't graced us with some real triggers. They're still just clickety-click triggers, which is a bit of a bummer. But this whole magnetic thing works great. This, you just pull it apart and pop it back on, and this really feels awesome. This is as good as I'd hoped. This as well, the new stand at the back is fantastic. It's nice and big. It's stable. It's also you can see you don't actually click it into certain sort of positions. It goes where you want, and once it's there, it's quite stiff. So I really like that. You got your extra storage card over there. You got your game cartridges come up here. So a lot of that is standard. And another thing I can quickly just show you here is that it comes with another one of these for the Joy-Cons to attach to. It's pretty much the same idea. The magnets just snap in a bit easier, and but pretty much gets the same job done. When it comes to the operating system, though, you'll notice that it pretty much looks just like the previous one in most ways, and that is a bit of a bummer because it's sort of like the Xbox Series X and S when they came out. It's a big upgrade hardware-wise, but it doesn't really feel like that because everything feels so familiar and the same. So it's a little bit of a case like that. There isn't that excitement of a new interface and all that sort of new shiny, thing that comes with a brand new operating system. So yeah, I've had some time with Mario Kart World, and it's pretty awesome. It's just, this is the right kind of game to give you as a launch title, although maybe the Switch 2 could have had a bit more. But I mean, I loaded it up, I started playing, it was fun straight away. It feels like Mario Kart, but better. So it looks good, it looks so sharp. The screen is incredible, but also even when running up on a big TV in 4K, it's just never looked better. So that's great. And I mean, yeah, the level design and all that stuff, instant sell for me. So I was really sold on that. It feels great. I can't wait to spend a lot more time in that. Then I've got things like Cyberpunk and that downloading. I'm really looking forward to showing more of that and also doing some reviews or some coverage on those, so stay tuned for that. Now, Welcome to It, on the other hand, is, I don't know. Welcome to me feels, there's been a bit of talk about how it should have been free instead of $10, and I cannot tell you how much I agree, especially after I've spent some time with it. It just feels absolutely ludicrous that Nintendo are charging for this, because it really just feels like some form of operating system software that you can go into to check things or test things. It's not really that fun, and so far I haven't really enjoyed it. It almost feels like a bit of a chore, like you have to do this to unlock some things so you can try the next demo they give you, and I kind of don't want to. It doesn't feel like something like Astrobot where you're getting a sort of tour of things and you're enjoying it and it's fun and it's happy. This is Nintendo, but it feels like it feels like a clinical corporate presentation, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that is my quick impressions of the Switch 2 so far. It is a really solid piece of hardware. I do have some concerns because of the way the first Switch went. I'm worried about Joy-Con drift. I do wonder if there's going to be any problems with anything else, but especially the Joy-Con drift. But other than that, so far, really good feeling on this. It's a good piece of hardware. The dock is also quite chunky as well. I'm going to spend more time with that, but there's not much to it. You put it in, it feels like it's a little bit more roomy, so maybe the screen doesn't scratch as much. For now, I can say that it does feel like a really solid premium piece of hardware. It feels really good and well designed. It almost feels like the Switch 1 was a test run for what this always should have been in many ways. But yeah, I look forward to testing it more and giving the games a good run and then making some cool videos. So thank you very much for checking this out. I hope to bring you some more coverage on this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.